Hey everyone, welcome to Lalbagh Botanical Garden. Today we're taking a deep dive into one of Bangalore's most iconic and, frankly, most fascinating spaces, the Lalbagh Botanical Garden.
Yeah.
But this isn't just any park. It's really a living chronicle of history, a marvel of nature, and as we'll find out, even a geological wonder. It sort of connects us to this deep, primordial time.
That's absolutely right. Our mission for you today is to really unpack how all these different threads, royal ambition, stunning architecture, ancient geology, and crucial modern conservation, how they all converge in this one singular urban oasis. It's a place that offers a truly special experience on so many levels. We'll explore what it really means to be a living museum and maybe more importantly, the contemporary tensions it faces,
Right.
how it fits into a rapidly evolving city.
Okay, let's get into it then. Where do we start? I guess the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Back in 1760.
It's exactly 1760. With Hyder Ali, the ruler of Mysore at the time, he commissioned Lalbagh, and his vision was incredibly grand. He wasn't just thinking small scale. He wanted a garden that could rival the magnificent Mughal gardens up in North India.
Wow.
Yeah, he drew particular inspiration, apparently, from the one at Sira.
So right from the outset, there was this huge ambition, aiming for imperial grandeur, right there in what would eventually become Bangalore.
Precisely. And what's really fascinating is how that initial aspiration didn't just, start Lalbagh. It fundamentally shaped its entire future trajectory. Then his son, Tipu Sultan, the Tiger of Mysore, he passionately took over its development, pushed the boundaries even further.
How so? What did he add?
Well, he started importing rare and exotic plants, really exotic for the time, from places like Persia, Afghanistan, even France.
Okay, so it wasn't just local flora anymore.
Not at all. This wasn't just casual collecting. It was a deliberate effort that transformed Lalbagh into a truly global botanical marvel, even back then. It's just a powerful reminder, isn't it, that Bangalore's green lung, Lalbagh, isn't some happy accident.
No, definitely not.
It's a direct result, a centuries-long ripple effect of a single ruler's ambitious vision, a blueprint that continues to shape the city's identity. And that legacy, it was carried on by British and Indian horticulturists for generations afterwards. It evolved into one of Asia's most meticulously curated botanical gardens.
It's amazing how a vision from, over 250 years ago still defines the garden so much. But, how much of that original grand design actually survived
Yeah.
through all the subsequent changes and additions?
That's a really good question, because things did change. While the layout, maybe the spirit of that original vision endured, later administrators, particularly the British, they definitely added their own layers. And the most striking example of that continued evolution, and maybe its architectural crown jewel, has to be the glass house.
Ah, yes, the glass house. It's right there at the core of the garden, isn't it? This magnificent structure, put up in 1889, it really is an iconic piece of architecture.
Wow.
And the inspiration is quite direct, right? London's Crystal Palace.
Absolutely. You can really see the echoes. And just think about the sheer ambition needed back then to transplant that kind of grand European design all the way to Bangalore over a century ago.
The logistics must have been incredible.
Immense. The engineering, the materials. It was a huge undertaking for the time. And it wasn't just about looking good either. The glass house serves a really important function. It's the vibrant epicenter for Lalbagh's most celebrated events, the biannual flower shows.
Right, those are famous.
They really are. These aren't just small local displays. They happen twice a year around Republic Day in January and Independence Day in August. And the scale is just spectacular. We're talking millions of flowers. Often it exceeds 20 lakh, that's 2 million flowers.
2 million.
Yeah, meticulously arranged into these incredible, often thematic installations. They draw visitors literally from all over the globe, not just Bangalore. It's a major international attraction.
And the experience of being there during the show, it's quite something, isn't it?
Yeah.
Especially, I find, early in the morning when the flowers are just bursting with color.
That's
Or even at night,
Yeah.
the glass house itself just radiates this magical golden glow. It really transforms the whole space. A definite highlight.
Absolutely.
Okay, moving beyond the, let's say, the human-made grandeur, Lalbagh also holds something much, much older, a secret from a deeper past, the Lalbagh Rock. It's kind of easy to miss if you don't know what you're looking for, isn't it?
It is, but its significance is, immense. It genuinely connects us to Earth's earliest history. This rock, it's one of the oldest known rock formations on the entire planet. Geologists estimate it's over 3 billion years old.
3 billion, wow.
Yeah. It's part of what's called the Peninsular Gneissic Complex, basically, the ancient bedrock of the Indian subcontinent. Standing there, Among these carefully cultivated flower beds, thinking about 3 billion years,
Hmm.
it's almost unfathomable, right?
It really is. It puts everything else into such sharp perspective.
Exactly. And it creates this incredible juxtaposition. You've got this deep, deep geological time sitting right alongside human orchestrated natural beauty. This unique coexistence, I think, really highlights something special about Bangalore. It's a city where ancient natural history and planned botanical science don't just coexist, they actually thrive together.
Hmm.
It gives visitors this rare glimpse into both Earth's distant past and humanity's ongoing efforts to shape and preserve nature. It really broadens our whole understanding of what nature means in a city context. It's not just the plants we cultivate, it's also this incredible geological antiquity.
So Lalbagh is more than just a living museum for plants.
Much more. It's like a dynamic case study in urban ecological resilience. It's constantly adapting to human pressures while still holding on to this ancient and botanical legacy.
It truly is a living treasure trove then. Beyond the rock and the glass house, the sheer diversity of plants is staggering. You mentioned over 1,800 species.
That's the estimate, yes, including so many rare and exotic varieties collected over centuries.
And you can literally walk beneath these huge century-old trees. Trees that have just silently watched generations of Bangaloreans pass by. It's quite humbling.
It really is. And among its most unique residents, you have to mention the majestic baobab tree.
Ah, the tree of life.
Exactly. It's native to Africa, of course.
Yeah.
And it just stands there as this incredible living testament to the garden's global collection efforts. A direct link back to Tipu Sultan bringing things in from all over.
Imagine the journeys those seeds or saplings took.
Right. Centuries ago to end up in this garden. It's remarkable.
And it's not just the big features like the glass house. There are so many other delightful spots, aren't there?
Definitely. You've got the tranquil lotus pond, which is always beautiful. There's a meticulously crafted bonsai garden.
Oh yeah, the bonsai are amazing. Tiny little works of art.
They really are. And then there's the topiary garden, which is quite whimsical, with shrubs sculpted into all sorts of shapes, animals, designs.
Adds a bit of fun.
It does. And interestingly, if you look closely, you'll also find history embedded in the landscape itself. There's the Kempegowda Watchtower
Oh right, built by the city's founder.
by Kempegowda II, yeah. Erected to mark an ancient boundary of Bangalore city. So the garden is literally connected to the very origins of Bangalore itself. It's not just displaying history, it's part of it. Living history that continues to evolve.
It's incredible how many layers there are.
And beyond the aesthetics and the history, Lalbagh plays a really critical role today. It's deeply involved in active conservation efforts. They work on preserving endangered plant species, and just as importantly, educating the public about why flora is so vital for our ecosystem.
So it functions as a sort of living laboratory.
Exactly that, a living laboratory. And let's be honest, for the people living in Bangalore, it's also just a much-needed, serene escape from the hustle and bustle of the urban sprawl. Its plant wealth represents significant botanical research and horticultural achievement over centuries.
It sounds like such a vital green lung for the city, absolutely essential. But even a place as cherished as Lalbagh must face modern pressures, right?
Yeah.
What are some of the maybe unexpected challenges it's grappling with today, perhaps stemming from its own popularity?
That's a crucial point, and it raises a broader question for pretty much all popular urban green spaces, especially ones with this kind of historical weight. While Lalbagh is this amazing biodiversity zone, a hub for conservation, it definitely experiences significant pressures from public use. Specifically, one thing that's become quite noticeable recently is the rise in commercial photo shoots and also people making short reels for social media.
Ah, the Instagram effect.
Pretty much. And while these activities might seem harmless on the surface, there have been observations, actual reports of damage being caused. People climbing trees, standing right in the middle of flower beds to get the perfect shot, sometimes trampling really delicate arrangements without even realizing it.
Oh dear. So the desire for that perfect picture, that glam moment, directly clashes with protecting the garden itself.
Precisely. It really underscores this very modern tension, doesn't it? The balance between public enjoyment, even commercialization to some extent, versus the absolute imperative of ecological preservation. The need for ecological preservation can find itself directly at odds with the desire for glam. It's complex because, of course, the garden authorities want people to enjoy it. It needs to be accessible.
Of course.
But it also has this fundamental duty to protect its living collections, its core purpose.
And this isn't just a Lalbagh problem, you're saying?
No, not at all. If you zoom out, this connects to a universal challenge facing urban green spaces everywhere. How do you manage huge visitor numbers? How do you handle evolving public uses like social media content creation, which wasn't a factor 20 years ago? How do you do all that without compromising the ecological integrity, the very reason the space exists?
Are they trying specific things at Lalbagh, like more visitor education or maybe new rules? Or is it just this constant battle in the age of social media?
It's likely a combination of approaches. Education is key, raising awareness, but sometimes stricter regulations might be needed for certain activities. It's a really dynamic issue, one that definitely impacts the garden's future and forces us, I think, to reconsider our own relationship with these invaluable spaces.
Right. Well, as we sort of look back at our deep dive today, it's abundantly clear Lalbagh isn't just a garden. It's like a living tapestry, woven from threads of royal ambition, architectural wonder, that mind-bending geological antiquity, and just incredible botanical marvels. We've touched on its vast diversity,
Mhm.
and importantly, its vital and, yeah, complex role in conservation today.
Absolutely. And what this all means for you, the listener, whether you're a serious plant enthusiast, a history buff, or maybe just someone looking for a peaceful escape, is that Laba offers something truly special. It's a place where history, nature, and science all intertwine in a way that's both incredibly educational and at the same time deeply calming. It really stands out as a unique example of urban ecological resilience.
So maybe a final thought to leave everyone with. Considering these tensions we've discussed, the ones Lalbagh faces between public enjoyment, even that desire for the perfect photo, and the need for ecological preservation, what responsibility do we actually have as visitors, as beneficiaries of these amazing urban green spaces? How do we balance our own desire for access, for capturing those moments, with the imperative to protect these living legacies, protect them for future generations? It's something worth mulling over, I think, long after our deep dive today. How do we ensure these invaluable places continue to thrive?